beautiful Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for November 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details, and I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is your monthly reading for November. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to let you know, Scorpio season is all about transforming the areas of our lives where we feel we've been stuck. So November can actually bring a destructive energy in a positive way. It invites us to revamp, reinvent, and reimagine ourselves and our goals and our relationships in order to bring positive change. So expect heightened emotions during this time, an overwhelming desire to deepen connections, and a real sort of thirst for devotion and intimacy in your romantic connections. And if you're looking for love, of course, then you will be desiring that also. Now, eclipse season can bring sudden change, but it is the time to manifest. It's the best time to manifest for this particular sort of lunar eclipse because, of course, it's in Taurus, the sign of value and finances and things like that. So during this period, this full lunar eclipse on the 8th of November, it is a time to, look at areas where you feel you're valued, areas where you feel like you're selling yourself short in your life, and, areas where you feel there needs to be change. So expect a rebalance. Now, a chaotic month, of course, because there is an electric eclipse that takes place near the planet of radical change, which is Uranus. So do expect sudden changes, people going back on their word, but also sort of turnarounds in world events or government promises and things like that. I mean, come on. We've been dealing with those things for many, many years. So perhaps it's not so surprising and unexpected, but you will notice things like that occurring as well during this period. Now, although there is a lot of sudden change and disruptive energy, there is some good news because Jupiter saves the day from the 23rd or 24th of November, depending on where you are in the world at the moment. It saves the day and brings a lot more positive energy because it goes direct. It brings better luck to all of us, benevolent energies and prosperity. It also coincides with the new moon in Sagittarius. So if you're in need of excitement, fun, adventure, all of the above, then it is a welcome opportunity in your life for those changes. Okay, so I'm just going to go and get that card as well. Hangman. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know? I mean, Leo, there is a lot of swords, sorry, a lot of wands in your reading. I'm just going to scooch that along because if I bend down over there, no one needs to see my butt bending down on the camera. That's something that really people do not need to be aware of. So I'm just going to move over here and grab that card. It is the Justice card. Okay, so what am I seeing overall for your energy? I see a lot of positive energy. I actually see a lot of energy in general. I see you feeling that you're motivated, you're driven. I see a lot of excitement. I see fun, new adventures. You've got so many wands in your chart. I feel like you're ending a time of negativity. I feel like they actually give me the word negativity in the water. I feel like there's an end of something you've been worrying about as well. Okay, the first card is your card, my beautiful Leo. You're showing up very strongly in your reading, so it's like you're dominating the month of November with your positivity, with your energy. You're allowing yourself to shine. But most importantly, this is, a period where I feel, you know, that perhaps you've been going through some sort of hardship, or you've been going through some sort of struggle, and you may have felt like there was no energy, or you may have felt like there was low desire to connect to things or people over the last couple of months or even couple of weeks. But this is your energy returning. Some of you may have been going through a difficult time with health. I definitely see sort of rejuvenation energy for you, where things start to get easier, and you start to sort of come through any difficulties you've been experiencing. The Sun card is a card of abundance. So I feel like right now your focus is on your abundance, but you are aware that you need to take action in certain areas of your life in order to affect change and bring positive outcomes. Okay. So the Sun card is a card of, you know, people really loving you this month. You know, whenever you get the Sun card, it indicates that a lot of people love, respect you. They're gravitating towards your warmth. So you're going to see a lot of people really becoming a bit more aware of you, my beautiful Leo, and appreciating you a lot more. So you may even get a message from a friend or from someone that you work with, where they really tell you what a major impact you have on their life, that they are so glad that you're in their life. This is a very important message, and this person means it. They really, you know, have a lot of love, care, devotion, and respect for you. So watch out for that, because there's someone letting you know how they feel about you. There's something here about something you've been building. Okay, they're showing me something you've been building here, and perhaps it's required a lot of energy, and sometimes you've worried about it, or you may have felt like, you know, something you've been waiting to hear about, because we've got the Hangman here as well. But they're indicating that there will be a resolution. There will be a situation that gets resolved here, and I feel like you embrace the energy to move forward on this thing, and it's very successful. Okay, I mean, we've got the King of Wands here, and this is all about you stepping into a leadership position. So some of you may actually be setting up your own business, or you've already done that and you're feeling really fired up and ready to go. If you're looking for a promotion, this is the potential here for the spotlight to really be on you this month and gain a promotion. Something that perhaps you have been manifesting for a while, or working really hard towards for a while, because it's not just about manifestation. When you've got so many wands in this chart here for you, I see that you've worked really hard. You've put all your blood, sweat, and tears into something, into achieving something, and I feel like this is you sort of receiving rewards, or, you know, opening yourself up to new exciting opportunities because you're worth it. Okay, I definitely get this energy of you being worth it. Now, of course, we have a full moon eclipse in Taurus, and that's on the 8th of November, and that's all about value. It's about your finances, your money, your property, the possessions, the things that you've worked really hard for. Okay, and we've also got the new moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd into the 24th of November, depending on where you are in the world, and that brings good luck. Okay, expansion, opportunity, energy, and I really feel like you are going to capitalize on that energy. Okay, now in particular, my beautiful Leo, your 10th house and your 5th house are starred as we move beyond. I'm doing this reading on the 4th of November, so we're going to take a little peek into December as well. I always do a reading that's for 5 weeks energy, so we'll have a look at November at the end. But I feel like there's something here that you're ready to get moving on. It could be a new project, could be a new opportunity. I feel like you're going to, you're opening yourself up to a new path in some way, and it's exciting. Okay, something you've been curious about for a while, or something you've been sort of holding off or resisting on sort of implementing at this time, it gets the go ahead. And as we move into December, I definitely get this energy of you raring to go and being very, very successful. Okay, now also with the King of Wands energy, you know, your pursuit of pleasure, the 5th house, that's what's going on there. So all these wands really do indicate that you are going to be having fun. You're going to be in a really creative phase as you move throughout the month, really productive as well, but in a really positive, creative, fun kind of way. Okay, because the wands are all about, you know, being enthusiastic, passionate about what you do, and achieving whatever it is you set out to do. So I really feel like you're in total bossing up mode, whether you work for yourself, whether you work for a company, whether you don't work at all. The energy is about, how do I get more fun in my life? How do I enjoy what I do a little bit more? How do I, excuse me, take calculated risks in my life in order to connect to the right people, the right energies, and most importantly, towards abundance and success. We've got the Herald of Wands here. Now, the Herald of Wands, of course, there is good news coming. Heralds and pages, they tend to sort of trumpet good news from above. So I feel like there's benevolent energy headed your way. This is a card of, taking the initiative to be on the right path, or putting your commitment and your drive towards your goals and accomplishing them. I get this energy of something that you've been working hard towards comes to some sort of climax, and it is really positive outcome here, okay? I'm not seeing any finances here. I will pull some cards to clarify. But more than anything, this month is all about vitality. It's about enjoyment. It's about energy. And it's about, you being on the right path, because this card is also an indication of you being bold, sort of exploring other opportunities. It could be the beginning of a new project or a new idea that you're deciding to act on. This is a card of you finding your purpose, making your mark in the world, and recognizing that your ideas and your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, they have value, and that you will accomplish them. But of course, it requires energy. So, all of that first protagonist position there, it screams vitality, energy, drive. You're really driven, and it screams accomplishment and success, okay? So watch out for promotions. This could be something that you've been perhaps trying to accomplish for a while, and it's been in the works, but you were not aware of it. You may have felt like you were waiting for a long time, and you may have felt like it's not going to work out for you in some way, but suddenly there's change, and it's positive, okay? We've got the Death card, so it's in the resistance position. You may have felt very stagnant for a while, or felt like there's no energy or even no excitement. You're trying to perhaps close a door to the past on some personal situations. There's a lot of evolution going on here. So in this stagnation energy, I feel like some of you are being called to find better healthcare routines, better sleeping patterns, and really sort of trying to see something from a new perspective. So if you've been feeling that you've been stuck in a rut, or you've been feeling that something just wasn't vibing with you for a while, you're definitely closing the door, cutting these things out, and evolving. You're moving through a testing time, and you're making progress, okay? This is a card of, you reevaluating loss, releasing the things that do not serve you, because remember, redirection is protection. It's important to realize that sometimes doors are meant to close on us because they were not meant to really be for us, okay? It can mean that spirit can see, or the universe can see further down the road, and they're like, Leo does not need to go in that direction. It may be a quick fix, but ultimately it's going to lead nowhere. But if I redirect Leo to this scenario, then they're going to have a much more positive experience as a human, and they're going to sort of be rewarded and reach the goals that they are wanting to accomplish, because wands are all about wanting to accomplish something, okay? The Death card signifies also that perhaps you have been going through a testing time, but your guides want you to be aware you are making progress. Now, with the Nine of Swords here and the Hangman, there's something here that you have felt really worried about, nervous about. If we're applying it to world circumstances, you could feel that perhaps right now, with things like inflation and price of living going up, and all the rates are rising, how can I put it? It's becoming like so daunting or unlivable that there needs to be change. Okay, so because we do have those sort of planetary alignments with Uranus, and we have sudden turnarounds and things like that, I would expect, because we got the Death card there, I would expect some sort of change that actually works in your favor and releases you from fear in some way. Now, it may be not a big change, but it's a little subtle change in the right direction. So it can mean that the pressure will be off, okay? Because the Nine of Swords in this position, it's like, have faith, things are working behind the scenes, and the Hangman indicates just wait, just hold off. You may have felt like you're a little bit in limbo, and yes, there may have been some sort of daunting feeling, or you may have felt you were struggling in some area, but the overall energy, the Death card signals a change, and change sometimes can feel daunting and worrying and all of those things, but it does mean it's for the better. It's for your highest good, okay, further down the line. Also with the Nine of Swords and the Hangman, the Hangman energy is caution. Okay, but it also means relax, don't fret. There is a new perspective. You will know when it's time to act. So if you're holding back on something or you've been worrying about something, the Nine of Swords is like, sleep on it, try to get better sleep. There's something here that's been worrying you or making you feel a lot of anxiety, and your guides want you to have faith, okay, because change is coming, okay? And change, while sometimes, as I said, it can feel really like daunting, it actually is positive in the long run. And the Death card, of course, is Scorpio energy. It is a sign of transformation, expiration. So I also see you closing out any doors to relationships, friendships that you feel have run its course. You feel like you don't vibe with those people anymore. There's definitely sort of a symbolic new beginning for you, my beautiful Leo, because it could be there's an end to a relationship here, or if you've been going round and round circles on something that's been worrying you, or making you sort of have a lot of mental conflict or overthinking energy, because swords are all about the mind. I feel like it's an end to that, okay? On the other side, we got the Fool card, release, start again. So it's an energy of take a leap of faith. You're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. You've had a lot of experience and you're ready to take the journey again. This is a card of fresh hope, okay? So this is your outcome energy. This brings you on into December. So I feel if you've had a lot of responsibilities in the last couple of weeks, months, or maybe even years, we've all got major responsibilities in our world in some way, there's a breath of fresh air that sort of releases you as you move throughout the month. Now, of course, this comes for everyone from the 23rd to the 24th of November because Jupiter is going direct. And as you can see, it's like the weight off your shoulders is released. Suddenly, there's fun. Suddenly there's freedom. Suddenly, there's adventure. Suddenly you're feeling a little bit more playful than usual with the Fool card, okay? So I feel like you are making a mark in your world in some way. Look at that cat there. There's an energy here of independence. So some of you may even have been waiting to set up your own independent business, or you may be moving into a promotion that brings more money, and suddenly you feel a little bit more financially independent in your world. But this is an indication that you're going to kick back, relax at the end of the month, and things get easier, okay? We've got the Justice card, which is all about balance, but it's also about making adjustments. So I feel like all the energy that you've put into your life or your goals, whether you're working or not, the Justice card indicates you will get a balanced outcome. It's based on cause and effect. And as you can see there, it's like the ripple effect right there. So something that either you're launching or something that you are embarking on, could be a new journey, could be, it could be a new relationship, because I see Knight of Wands here. If you're looking for love, I see you being very magnetic. I actually see you taking the initiative to put yourself into, a new connection. What I see here is a chemistry between you and a person. It's going to be a lot of really sort of hot messages, okay? Now, the Fool card, it'll make you feel really youthful again, and sort of like, it just gives you a spring in your step. Okay, Knight of Wands does tell me that perhaps this is a lot of passion at this time. This is, try to build a solid foundation, because you want it if you're looking for a long-term relationship, of course, because the Knight of Wands can mean that passion, it's wonderful. We all love it, but it's not sustainable. We get to the 3-month honeymoon period type thing, and then we start to settle into something that is a little bit more grounded, a little bit more, intimate. And that's what this Scorpio season does. So if you're currently seeing somebody that you want it to go deeper, the Justice card can indicate a contract with you and that person. So it can mean that suddenly you and this person, you deepen your connection with them. Also, the Justice card indicates all the effort you put in, you're going to get the rewards that are meant to come out, okay? And some of you, there's going to be a lot of paperwork. Now, the humdrum stuff, a lot of administrative work. So it could be something that you work in or deal with at the moment, or it could be that suddenly you get like, bills that you have to, or tax bills or things like that you really need to focus on. There's a lot of paperwork. Perhaps even if you're setting up your own business or becoming an entrepreneur, or you are an entrepreneur, I definitely see like a lot of paperwork, contracts, things like that. Some of you may even be sort of like reshuffling your finances to connect to certain establishments or banks and things like that, and you may need to like read terms and conditions and sign, and make sure you read every single word, okay, and do your due diligence. Knight of Wands, you're ready for a new adventure. You've got a determination, and there's an energy here of independent creative action, okay? You're unstoppable in your desires in the month of November, and I feel like there's this energy rising up within you, which it's almost like you've been sent to innovate, revamp, reimagine in your life in November. So I definitely get this energy of you valuing yourself, manifesting your goals in many shapes and forms. And also with the Knight of Wands, this could be like taking some sort of calculated risk, or, a desire, because I get this energy of a desire to be really helpful, okay, or a desire to sort something out. You will sort that thing out. So if there's something here that's been worrying you. Now I just want to clarify a little bit more. Can you show me finances for my beautiful Leo? Judgment cards. This is about being on your soul path. It's about reinventing, reimagining. The Magician card, 2 major arcanas there, which is all about focus. 5 of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. And the 9 of Pentacles. So I would say keep an eye on your finances, keep an eye on your spending, of course, as we move throughout the month. I mean, the 9 of Pentacles ending indicates that you're going to be financially independent, a lot more, being able to be saved, or, put into pensions and things like that. I know pensions are like a hot topic right now, so keep an eye on your pension and things like that. The Judgment card can mean that you have some decisions to make, and suddenly you sort of have a revelation, or suddenly how to sort of do something that you've been focused on for a while. For example, if you've been trying to problem solve, because the 5 of Pentacles is a card of, seeing that right now you're going through some sort of hardship. How can I solve this problem? How can I make this better? And the 9 of Pentacles says, oh, I needed to reshuffle some things around, and I've made it better. The Judgment card indicates that you're on your soul path, or you're listening to source. So I feel this card is a card of renewal, awakening, revelation, and it's like restart. So some of you may be restarting in a new sector, or you're putting your resume out there online, taking the initiative to make some sort of new change in your life. It could literally be that you are deciding to relocate to the country. You're having a new start somewhere else, or into the countryside, into somewhere a little bit less peoply, shall we say. Now, right now in the water, they're showing me a golden padlock. A golden padlock. So, I mean, padlocks are all about security, okay? Now, during this period, we will all see fluctuating markets financially, because what sort of wobbled in Virgo season tends to sort of come to a heightened climax in November, in Scorpio season. So watch out for that. We got the Magician card, which is all about focus. They're showing me how talented you are and how capable you are in the areas that you work in. This is you having a lot of skills, but it is an indication for you to use your skills into your divine calling, okay? You got everything you need to do that. So don't feel like you lack in any area of your life, okay? I mean, of course, financially, everybody feels like they could have a bit more, unless you're like a billionaire and things like that. I'm sure all those people are still feeling like they want more. But, for us mere mortals who are just, doing our job and, paying the bills and things like that, there is a desire to have more money. And I see you attracting it. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, it's like at the start of the month, you're starting in the 5 of Pentacles energy. So you may feel there's shortages. Okay. I mean, we can all notice shortages in certain areas in life right now, but they're indicating that there will be a more positive shift, and there brings a time of plenty. Okay, so it's not always doom and gloom. I just want you to be aware of that. There is something changing. behind the scenes, okay, that brings a positive benefit. And I really feel that Jupiter is the catalyst for this change, okay? Nine of Pentacles, more money coming on in. I would definitely say pay close attention to your finances. Make sure you do your due diligence. I feel like you're making really good decisions and putting yourself in a secure position. That's what that golden padlock must mean. Otherwise, maybe you can see a golden padlock as you're listening to this reading, or you will see a golden padlock over the next 4 to 5 weeks. And this indicates that your prosperity is transforming for the better, okay? And here we go. So this is about aligning your chakras, okay? And that brings more energy, so you're in the flow, okay? And you're aligned and balanced. When we are completely in alignment, things become easier. Life just gets easier. Our goals start to be accomplished in quicker time. Things just feel right. The right relationships and people come into our lives. So I definitely see this energy of you completely being aligned in order to move forward. It's number 7, which is the number of the Chariot, which means success, breakthroughs, energy, victory, winning, commitment, drive, dedication. So I'm just going to read from the book and see what it is, what the message is for you. Okay. Reconnect to universal source and ground your soul. You've received this card of the chakras from the universe to remind you that you need to align your chakras to reconnect to universal source energy. Sit quietly, collect your thoughts, and ground yourself with the earth. The universe wants to remind you how important it is to keep your chakras functioning at full potential. Being grounded will keep your emotional, psychological, and spiritual states of being aligned and connected to universal energy. At times, you may feel unbalanced, stressed, scattered, tired, unmotivated, prone to worrying too much, or that you suffer from health issues due to your chakras being out of alignment. Now, this is something that came up in the reading. So perhaps the answer is checking out your chakras and aligning yourself. I'm sure there's loads of videos on YouTube that are free that you can check out of how to align your chakras. Meditation is key, sitting in silence, really connecting, and it's important. Now, I've been flirting with the idea for a while, my beautiful Leos, of doing some meditation videos, okay, for you all in order to manifest and raise your frequencies higher. So let me know in the comments box below if that's something that will be of benefit to you all. If it's not something of benefit, then I won't go down that route. But I just wondered if you'd benefit from it. I was going to do a meditation video where you could all check in anytime you want. It's just going to be like music and my voice. I'm going to bring you through a guided meditation in order to either sleep better or manifest your goals, heal. There's going to be different ones. That was what I was toying with. But let me know if you feel like it would not be of benefit and you wouldn't watch it, then or listen to it is most important. Watching it's most important to listen to. If it's not of benefit, then let me know and I'll scrap it. So this is all about you sort of aligning from your base to your spine, right to the top of your head, okay? And sort of aligning all of your chakras, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and also, of course, the crown chakra, all of these things, as well as the base. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. So it's important to align yourself because these sort of visible, sort of swirling lines of energy actually help you attract and fully function in order to, live your best life. Okay. And you can normally tell which chakra is out of alignment and which part of your life it is affecting. So, if the heart chakra is slightly off because you've experienced some sort of breakup or sadness or hardship, then perhaps you've experienced difficulty in love, so it's worth looking into. Same with the throat chakra. If you feel like that people take advantage of you sometimes, or you feel like you're selling yourself short in some area of your life, it can mean that your throat chakra is sort of out of alignment and you need to sort of readjust that, and then you are getting better value, negotiating better deals, making yourself heard and clear in a more sufficient way. I'll leave it there, my beautiful Leo. I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. We have hearts, 2 hearts coming together. So this can also mean that there is someone that will help you throughout the month of November. It can also mean that you're attracting love, or if you're already seeing someone, you may deepen that commitment with that person. If you've been going through difficulties with a relationship, I definitely see that being resolved, and you and this person, sort of injecting a little bit more sort of excitement and intimacy in your life. So definitely attracting love, but I feel this message is the grounding part of this message is align yourself with your heart chakra, do everything you do with your heart with love, and you will attract it a lot quicker with the law of attraction. Okay, so it's almost like what you're putting out there with your beautiful heart, you're attracting at this time also. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Leo. Enjoy your November into December. Thank you so much, and love and light.